I'm tripping on this shit, man. Okay. First thing, good news. I found Mama a neurosurgeon. She's got an appointment next week. Okay. I did in 2 days of actually the first day of research, I got on the phone and started Googling and found a neurosurgeon in our area, right here, right freaking here, okay? Right over the bridge in Destin. I did in 1 day what two doctors. She had a primary care doctor that sent her to a neurologist. I did in 1 day what they haven't been able to do in several, maybe 5 years or more. What in the hell is going on with these doctors? That you go to a doctor, they can't do a damn thing. They don't do shit. They don't fix the problem, but they still get paid. Okay? Now, if I take my car to a mechanic and he don't fix the problem, he ain't getting paid. But these doctors, they get paid no matter what. And they ain't done the damn job. So her doctor, I'm not going to mention his name, but he is totally incompetent. Unable to do anything about the things that have bothered my mother for years. Okay. Now this goes way, way back before the trigeminal neuralgia. Okay. She had something that she thought was a hiatal hernia. She had a problem where she would just go, "Rah!" She was like swallowing air. Okay. She would swallow air and burp obtusely. I mean, huge, every few minutes. And it went away by itself, okay? The doctor never, ever, ever figured out or was able to help her with this problem. All right. It kind of went away by itself. Thank God. But when I saw something that was causing her actual pain and discomfort, I took action. And good old YouTube, okay? First thing I did was I Googled trigeminal neuralgia. What the doctors said that they said that she had this. They knew her problem, okay? But none of them ever really gave her options except for medication that didn't work, okay? So she was on one medication called, I don't know what the hell the name of the damn shit is, but it made her dizzy. She fell out in the backyard trying to water her plants and hit her head. Then she stayed in a nursing home. I don't know if y'all remember that, if we even filmed any of that or whatever, but we had to build a ramp for her to get back home, to get back up into the house. And from there on, it's kind of been, she doesn't go outside anymore. And it's kind of, from that point on, it just went kind of downhill, to where she doesn't do much. It's, she doesn't get around much. She stays on a walker, and she had a physical therapist all the time. And that was because the doctor gave her medicine that made her dizzy and she fell. And another treatment could have been given to her instead of this medication for her trigeminal neuralgia. Okay. I think that was, I don't know. I'd have to look up the name of it. But that was one medication that screwed her up and caused her to fall and have more problems. All right. That same doctor also gave her a different one called Keptra. Also, that medicine didn't work. Okay. So what does he do? He gives her another medication. It's gabapentin. It doesn't work. So she just keeps going through this pain and this pain and this pain, and I'm like, this doctor, I keep telling her she needs to find a new doctor. Her doctor's incompetent. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Finally, he retires, thank God. So she's between doctors. And for that being said, once I knew that she didn't really have a primary care doctor, I took it into my own hands and went on Google and looked up trigeminal neuralgia. And from there, I read about it. I read up a lot about it, and I learned probably more than her doctor knows. And then I went on YouTube, and I started looking up trigeminal neuralgia on YouTube videos. Y'all have seen the videos in the playlist that I made. And just from what I've learned, that one day, I figured, the best thing to happen for her would be to have this procedure called the microvascular decompression, or one of the other ones, depending on what doctor says is best for her, okay? But she already knows by watching all the different procedures and all the treatments that are available for this problem that she has. She already knows that she wants the microvascular decompression. So I'm just sitting here, and I'm thinking, it pisses me off that these doctors get paid for doing absolutely nothing. Okay? Absolutely nothing. All these visits that he's been paid good by insurance companies, he did absolutely nothing for her except give her medicine that did not work. And at one time, he gave her medicine that harmed her. So what should we do? Should we sue his ass or what? For malpractice? Or what's going on? I mean, I know he didn't mean to do it. He didn't mean to cause her any harm. But I don't know, man. I really just don't know. And I've been telling her for years, he ain't doing nothing for you for none of the problems that she was going to him for. Every time she'd go to him for something, no matter what it was, he never fixed the problem. So glad he's gone. So glad he's retired. Now I am Google Doctor, okay? I've become a YouTube Google Doctor. I fix her problem. I found out what needs to happen and got her an appointment with a neurosurgeon. Folks, I'm getting my mama fixed up. Okay, these doctors can't do it. I can do it. Damn it. Y'all doctors, I mean, I ain't going to say anybody else. I'm just going to say that one doctor. And the neurologist that they sent her to was a Vietnamese, or I don't know what he was, but we couldn't understand a word he said. So she didn't want to go back to him because, he confused her. She was like, what the hell? And she don't want to go to him now. So I found somebody else that is going to take care of her. Hopefully we can get her taken care of and get her out of this pain. Thanks, everybody, for all your comments and your prayers. Everybody that's thinking for her and has her in their thoughts and their prayers, thank you so much. Overnight, that worked. Overnight, it worked. Because I put that video out yesterday telling everybody what happened and what's going on with her, The very next day, all these comments came in of all these prayers going on. Everybody's praying for her. The very next day, I got a phone call back from a surgery place, a neurosurgeon. I called and left a number. I Googled and found a surgery place that does neurosurgery, that does brain surgery and spinal surgery in Destin, Florida. Okay, the very next day after y'all started praying, I got a phone call from those people. They called me back. And that was 3 days after I left them a message with my name and my number and what I needed. Tell them my mom has this problem and I need to find her some help. That was 3 days after I left that message. They finally called me back the day after y'all started praying. So thank you so much for your thoughts and your prayers. All right. We're going to get her some help.